There we go. For some weird reason it glitched out. I don't know why. Can you hear me now? Still muted? What the fuck? Ugh. Can I be heard? My microphone thingy is actually recognizing my voice now, so there's that. God damn it! I can't win. I'm very frustrated right now. I do not know what is causing this issue. Yay! Hooray! Awesome. Yeah, I was recommended to try out this program called Voice Meter Banana, and I fiddled with it, and it pretty much fucksored all of my various settings in the audio. And then I made my awesome little how to make a green screen video, retractable green screen video, and I couldn't sync the audio, and I got really frustrated, and I was fiddling around with a billion settings. So yeah, very annoying. Okay, so now that we're back at it, I'll open up some boxes. Ooh, dragons, 2 of them. Dragon scales, awesome. Come on. Come in. Whole lot of bunk. Oh, from the Tymora's gift? Yeah, the Fool's Crown are pretty entertaining. I have one from last year on my Control Wizard, so I just need to pick one up for this. Yeah, I got more time to waste until Tiamat's done, so I might as well do 10 more. Woo! 92 Tarmaloon trade bars. Fuck yeah. And that was about it. Wait a minute. Oh, they're 106. Okay. Boo. Wow, cool. Ooh, nice. Rank 7 Radiant.
Is this week. ProFlowers has a special offer for 24 beautiful assorted.
How do you get the
roses,
the artifact that
chocolates,
refills
and a
your
free glass vase
action
for just
points?
$29.98.
It's a good question. Hang on.
Click the blue microphone in the top right corner.
Artifacts.
Enter code Spotify. Order today for guaranteed Valentine's Day delivery. That's proflowers.com. Click the mic and enter Spotify for this exclusive deal. That's proflowers.com. Click the mic and enter Spotify.
Points. Healing. Points. Nope. Play some damage. Do you remember what it's called, Haiku? Okay. The Sigil of the Devoted does. Your Devoted Cleric's spirit fills you with divine power, granting you 40% of your total action points over 15 seconds. In addition, while this buff is active, you heal yourself for 437 whenever you use an encounter power. So that one, for sure, can only be gotten if you level a Devoted Cleric to level 60. But if you do that, then you can pick it up on any character. You know, I'm I'm not 100%. The only one I'm seeing so far that has that as an option is the Devoted Cleric artifact that you get when you hit level 60 with a Devoted Cleric. Ooh, pardon me. Do I have anything with a Radiant that I could replace? Oh, that doesn't. Dark. 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 Silvery. Silvery. Dark. Silvery. Mute. Artifact power. Okay. Okay, so that's done. Really, a half an hour? Ugh. How many do I have? $507. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see what's going on over here. Oh yeah. Oh, what the hell. Something to do. So at this point, I'm mostly just kind of fucking around until the dragon run, which starts at 1/4 so. See how quickly I die this time. The last time was fairly unfortunate. I mean, this is certainly designed for more than one person. But I ain't got nothing better to do for 10 minutes, so. Okay. Next. Ow. Fuck. It is a miracle and a half that I have not died yet. Damn it. Oh well. There. I went down fighting. Well, this should prove interesting.
Theonis entered channel.
Hey, Theo.
I hope you don't mind. I just closed myself in here.
That's fine, absolutely.
What are you up to?
Dragon Run right now, which is hilarious because there's like 3 of us.
Ouch.
Yeah, we didn't get moved to a new instance fast enough, so here we are.
Trying to 3-man a dragon.
Well, there's a 4th random person here now, but get me. Oh, okay. But yeah, I posted in Zone that we needed people, but yeah. With luck. We've made a dent, so there's that.
Yeah, I think I was on late one night and ended up having to solo one of the dragons.
Really?
I mean, I only got one of them killed, but...
Yeah. I think we'll probably just get this one, if any. But, yeah, the random, like, pug-like person that's here right now, in the zone, just told us, you don't have to, like, spin the dragon around so much. And I'm like, dude, there's 4 of us. We can't keep this bastard in place.
Well, you guys don't even have a tank, do you?
Nope.
Yeah, so whoever's doing the most damage, it's gonna flip around and try to punch in the face.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually doing the most damage on my TR, but because I'm practically perma-stealthed.
Well, you've got threat reduction too, so...
Yeah. Yeah, I just opened up like 30 fucking lockboxes.
Yeah, I did 10 today. Did get. Oh no, I did. I got a black ice belt.
Oh, nice. Yeah, no, I got. I know I got 1 Tarmaloon jackpot, and or at least I assume it was a jackpot. I don't know. I got a bunch of Tarmaloon bars, and mostly just artifacts, or mostly just refinements and stuff.
Yeah, that's basically what I got. I got 2 greater marks of potency and a bunch of refinement crap.
Yeah. I was hoping I'd get something good, but oh well.
Bunch of profession stuff, which
yeah.
will be nice for next mod.
Sure. Yeah, I got a bunch of jewel crafting stuff, which I haven't even fiddled with yet.
Yeah, right now the jewel crafting stuff is fairly expensive. I think the bezel pusher is going really for a good bit.
That's good
right
to know,
now.
because I think I have 3 of them now. A blue one and a green one or something.
Yeah, definitely the blue one will be going for quite a bit.
Cool. Maybe I'll put some of this crap up on the auction house then.
Yeah, that's what I do with that
80.
black ice belt. I think it was only going for like 150k, but still it's better than nothing. Of course, I can't complain. The last like 20 boxes that I've opened, I got 2 of those iron golems. So
Nice. Yeah, I got my frost mimic from Zerg. Oh, hi DJ Neo. Welcome to the stream.
yeah, welcome to the stream.
Oh, okay. Well, that's 1 dragon down with 4 minutes to go. Should be interesting. Oh, come on. There we go.
Oh, it was that for like the unrepentant contest or whatever?
Yeah, I was number 17, and I think the only reason why I got in there at all is simply because I helped Zerg with his shenanigans of changing our user icons on the forum to vegan pantses to really fuck with the newbie. Icy.
Uh,
I don't know if you saw that or not, but she chose an avatar that just happened to be that kitten with headphones on bobbing that
yeah.
Vegan Pants uses. Yeah, so then he's like, I have an idea for shenanigans, and I need you to change it to this. And so yeah.
So everybody changed theirs to,
It was
the
mostly
head bopping
just
kitty.
me and him. But it was still funny. Some of the... Yeah.
It was like the time we fucked with Caliana by changing all of our avatars to mice, because she hates mice.
Nice. Man, I miss Callie. Where the hell's she been?
I don't know. Like, I don't...
Well, I suppose she lives in, you know, the Northeast, so she's probably getting ass raped by snow right now.
That... I don't know, she just hasn't been on lately.
Well, at least I still have Gwen.
We had a fairly big officers argument for a while there, and then
She took a step back.
ever since then she's kind of taken a step back.
That's too bad.
And it was all over something stupid anyway. It's just basically miscommunications all around.
Isn't it always about something stupid?
Yeah. This is probably one of the easiest guilds that I've ever been an officer in. Usually I've got to lay the beef hammer down more than I do.
Yeah, this is actually the first guild I've ever been in. First and only.
Well, I was guild leader for a little bit and when I played World of Warcraft, and I was like, fuck this.
Yeah. Well, hell, the WoW players are also fucking serious, man.
Well, I mean, it wasn't so much that, it was just fucking people bitching to me about every little thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you're just an officer of our branch, and our branch is fairly laid back. I mean, it's entirely possible that the Clagum is getting just constant whining, but...
Well, I mean, they've got the UE officers now.
Yeah.
Or whatever the hell they want to call them. I don't...
The Ufficers is what they've been calling us.
Or what, yeah. But me being an officer in Neverwinter doesn't really mean a whole lot to them.
Yeah.
Like, they took away all my mumble superpowers and stuff, but oh well.
Aww. Oh wow.
They're like, no, that's only for Lucifers, and I was just like, that's fine. They can have them. I didn't want to go through all the apps, you know. I mean, I didn't want to vote on apps of people that I didn't play games with, you know, because, I mean, you can read somebody's app and you're like, okay, this person's got a good app, or this person's really fucked up on his app, but until you get in and actually play with them,
Yeah.
you don't know who the fuck they are.
Exactly. I mean, there have been people where, yeah, their app is really, really good, but man, in game they're terrible.
Yeah, that one guy, was it Jay Lewis or whatever? He had a really good app, but
I think that was while I was off on one of my various sabbaticals, because that doesn't sound familiar.
I think it might have actually been before you.
Okay. There's one I think we've talked about before, but I don't want to talk about it on stream at the moment.
Oh, okay.
But it endlessly amuses me to no end. Just, yeah.
Was that the person of the angelic persuasion?
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
But yeah, I mean, there have been some pretty wickedly bad apps.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the first things I did when I started in the U was, or I started to apply for the U was go through all the rejected applications.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, some of those are fucking golden.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. I think Poo Dolphin's got to be my favorite, though.
Yeah.
Or the one where, wasn't it Dow went in and, like, edited every single answer after the fact to just make it more entertaining, or they had done it or something?
No, they ended up getting in, and then after they kind of started their own little guild, like her and her friends started their own little guild inside the guild.
A guild inside a guild. It's Guildception.
Yeah, Guildception, basically. And then got all pissed off that, like, the rest of the guild wasn't, doing what they were doing.
That sounds like it went over like gangbusters.
Well, they ended up booting her out. They're like, okay, if you don't want to, if you think that everybody else should play by your rules, and we're not here to, cater to you. We're a community where, we play together because we like playing together, not because we follow, some strict guidelines of what we should do. And they ended up booting her out, and I think when they were talking about booting her out, she went into her application and changed all her things, all of her answers to
like
insults.
Really, and they weren't even good insults. Like, she could have had free reign to just go completely balls to the wall, and instead she picks the lamest shit ever.
But yeah, Poo Dolphin was pretty bad.
Yeah. God damn it.
My app actually started out a little shaky.
Oh.
But that was just because of my funny story.
Uh-oh.
People thought it wasn't, something that it was embarrassing to me, but, they were like, I wouldn't have been embarrassed. I was like, well, you didn't have your uncle standing down below fucking watching you go up in an elevator with two-way mirrors on the inside while you're getting a blowjob.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Yeah, I was, okay, here's what happened. I was at, a fireman's convention with my uncle and my cousin, because they're both firemen. Actually, like half my family on that side's fucking firemen.
Okay.
And I start chatting this chick up at the bar, and she's like, "Well, let's go up to my room." And I was just like, "All right." So we head towards the elevator. I hop in the elevator, and she starts kissing all over me and fucking starts going down. And like I'm looking like the inside. To me, the inside of the elevator looks like mirrors.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm like making faces in the mirror, cutting up and what have you. So we get up there, and like she, I guess, has a change of heart once we get to her room, and she's just like, I can't really do this. I've got a boyfriend or whatever. And I was just like, well, you kind of already had my penis in your mouth, but whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. So I fucking, get the hint, be the nice guy. I'm gonna fucking head back down to the bar. So I start heading back down to the bar, and I get out of the elevator, and as soon as I step out of the elevator, everybody in the bar is like outside of the bar, because it's like kind of like a walk-in bar. So it's like the whole like front area of it in the hotel was like open. So like the entire bar is lined up in this open area outside the thing, and they're just fucking applauding me.
Nice.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And my uncle's just like, dude, that was fucking epic. I was like, what do you mean? And I was just like, dude, did you not know? I was like, what? And he points up the fucking elevator, and you can see like everything inside the fucking elevator.
Oh, that's good. That's pretty good. Ooh, Tiamat.
And I didn't notice, because like once it gets down past a certain point, you don't see the elevator.
Sure.
Because you got to go around this little area, because there's like a little, I guess like a little waiting area or whatever in the middle, and it's like kind of walled off.
Okay.
So you have to go around that wall to go into the front where the actual entrance to the elevator's at.
Yeah. So they assumed all the weird yucking it up that you were doing in the mirror was actually for their
them.
benefit.
Yeah.
Love it.
But yeah, like I step out of the fucking elevator and I just, as soon as I come around the corner of that fucking wall, it's just like, ah, everybody's fucking cheering. I was just like, what the fuck?
Oh, that poor girl, though. Because, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So what are you up to this evening?
I think Zerg was going to get on later, and we were going to try to do some dungeons on the test server.
Oh, that's right. Gwen was mentioning something about test server shenanigans later. Yeah, I haven't actually done the test server at all yet.
But yeah, that was my funny story on my application, and I had one of the
what the fuck?
I had one of the big officers in the U get on there and be like, and it was a chick, and she was just like, you need to give us a different funny story. I was like, okay. So I told him the carnivorous butterfly story.
Okay. I logged on to Legit to check Tiamat time, and as soon as I log in, I just see, and suddenly you meet Boar Taint. Just like, what the fuck?
Random boar taint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever told you the carnivorous butterfly story. That one's a good one too.
I don't think so. No, I'm all down for story time.
Okay, another story. I worked for a while as a whitewater raft guide.
Okay.
And I was taking these people down the river, and they were from New York City. I can't remember, Manhattan or something. Just a bunch of fucking rich, douche nozzles that had never been out of the fucking city.
As soon as you said New York City, I got the old Pace Picante commercials. New York City! Anyway, sorry, continue.
They're all, bada boom, bada bing, they're all fucking super New York and what have you. But anyway, I'm taking them down the fucking river, and, getting the fucking assload of fucking questions that I usually do, how deep's the water here? Are we gonna take out the same place we put in? I'm like, yeah, all that shit that we went down, we gotta paddle back up, an idiot. Or no, the river flows in a big fucking circle. Only one that does it. But anyway, fucking, we're going down the river, and there's this deer carcass by the side of the river, and there are these emperor butterflies on it. They're like the monarch butterflies, but they're yellow and black instead of orange and black. Well, they're all over this deer carcass, and they're just like, what's up with that? And they're just like, why is all them butterflies on that deer carcass? I was like, oh, yeah, you gotta watch out for those. Those are carnivorous butterflies. And they were like, what? I was like, yeah, they're carnivorous butterflies. They killed that deer up in the woods, and they drag it down to the river and let it soak in the river. And as it's soaking in the river, they eat the flesh off of it as it's as it's as it's rotten. And they're just like, oh, really? I was like, yeah. I was like, you see those ones that are up above? I was like, those are the drones, and if those land on you and they taste you and you taste like meat, then the rest of the swarm will come get you. So you gotta watch out for those. So for the rest of the day, every time one of these fucking emperor butterflies would come by, fucking all the girls in the boat would dive to the fucking bottom, and all the guys would stand up with their paddles trying to hit them with the fucking hit these butterflies with the paddle. I mean, if you know anything about like trying to hit a butterfly with like a paddle type, the wind current is going to push the butterfly, so there's no way they can possibly hit these fucking butterflies.
It's like trying to catch a fly with chopsticks.
Yeah, or just like, trying to catch a fucking fly with a fan,
Oh god, that's good. It sucks. Most of my embarrassing stories aren't even about me. They're just things that I witnessed that were pretty horrifying.
But anyway, like my boss, or the trip leader, pulls me aside at lunchtime. He's just like, dude, what the fuck is going on? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, every time one of those goddamn butterflies flies by your boat goes fucking nuts. What have you done? I was like, I told him they were carnivorous. And he's just like, what? I was like, you know that deer carcass we keep passing. And I told him what rapid it was above, and he was just like, oh yeah, that one. I was like, yeah. I was like, I told him they killed that deer and drug it down to the river to eat it. He's just like, oh my fucking. He's like, you know, I gotta pull your bonus for that, right? I was like, yeah. It's like, ah, well. I lost $25 that day, but it was fucking worth it.
I can
It was
imagine.
worth every fucking penny of it.
Oh my god, that's good. Yeah, I mean, most of mine were just like horrifying things that happened working out at the Renaissance Festival doing security, you know? Like the, oh god, the finger bang one. That was good.
Finger bang?
Yeah, a couple of, oh shit. So I'm, so we get a call from the stage manager where one of the big performers is. Not puke and snot, but equally, big. Fine. And, we get a call that there's some inappropriate behavior going on, and, they needed some security to come and check it out. And I'm like, okay, so we head down there and discover that the, sorry, I'm in Tiamat, so I'm trying to focus on two things.
Are you fine?
That there is this really bad trailer trash couple that are finger banging in the front row. Like, so the performers, they can see it, like, no problem. And I mean, and they're pretty blue as it is, but even they were just like, what the fuck? So their stage manager calls it in. We get there, and they're drunk, completely wasted. And, like, okay, fine. So we get down there, and my boss tells him, well, he wasn't my boss at the time, now that I think about it. I think it was his first year. He had a really bad first year. It tells him that, hey, you gotta knock it off, etc. and so forth. And, we pull him all the way to the back to have this conversation. And they're like, oh, yeah, man, we're so sorry, And the dude goes to try and shake his hand. My boss.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, dude. And he, like, holds up his hands in, like, a, get back, don't touch me maneuver. At which point, the woman proceeds to hug him. And then the guy, shakes his hand. So he comes running all the way back to our office, shrieking at the top of his lungs, I'm never having sex again, I'm never having sex again, I'm never having sex again. Gets all the way back and scrubs his hands with, like, industrial strength bleach. So that night, one of our coworkers was making dinner over the fire. And she's like, well, we ought to come up with a name for it. We gotta have a good name for this chicken. And we were originally, we're like, finger licking good chicken? And Ben, like, shuddered. I was like, no, it's gotta be finger banging good chicken. So, Yep, that's when we made finger banging good chicken, and
yeah, I only had one misadventure at the Renaissance Festival, and that was when they caught two people fucking in the woods.
Oh yeah, see, for us it's the porta potties almost always. I mean, people fuck in the woods, sure, but that's usually us after hours.
But this was like within eye shot of, like, all the carnival, like the kiddie games and shit like that.
Oh,
where you
God.
gotta, like, climb the rope ladder and shit like that.
Sure. Yep.
And it was like two, like, big fucking burly, like, biker type people. So, like, the 150 pound security guard that we had to grab me because I was fucking walking around. I was doing the advertisements for, like, the jousting and stuff like that, so
yeah.
I'm walking around in, like, full plate and chainmail armor.
That's pretty awesome.
So he's like, you gotta come with me, dude. I was just like, oh, fuck me. I was like, you really? I was like, if it really comes down to fucking fight, do you really think I'm gonna be able to fight in this fucking chainmail? I was like, I've already been walking around for fucking, 5-6 hours in this shit.
Yep. Oh yeah, I remember.
And
yeah.
that shit is not fucking light.
No, it isn't. We've got a guy that used to come in full plate armor. We call him Lightning Rod. And he was just a patron, He was fucking committed. I mean, he had the mask, all of it, or the helmet.
Yeah, That's basically what I did. But for the first time that I went there, the couple that puts it on, they're actually building a castle on the land.
Cool. Where is this?
And it's outside of Nashville. I can't remember exactly
Tennessee.
where it's at.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in Tennessee, but or it might be in Kentucky. Yeah, but it was pretty close to.
Either way, it sounds like those owners actually give more of a shit than the ones who own ours.
But yeah, they were doing that, and then they had some armor and stuff like. Well, they had the plate mail, and then a friend of mine who used to do the Society for Creative Arts and Anachronisms with me had full chain mail.
Sure.
And sword and shield and stuff like that, and so I borrowed their plate mail and then used his chain mail and stuff like that, and was just walking around, and the people who were doing the jousting was like, hey, can you walk around and advertise the jousting? And it's like, well, kick you like $20-$30 or something like that. I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna be walking around anyway, might as well,
Sure. Yeah, no, 12 years. I worked pretty much every department there was to work out there. There was like one or two I didn't.
Yeah, so I wasn't like technically an employee, but like I didn't get a W-2 or anything like that. But I knew all the people that worked there, and that security guard, oh my god, some of the shit that he had to deal with.
Oh, you have no idea. Doing security at a Renaissance festival sucks. I mean, it's fun in, like, the most horrifying way possible. But yeah, people fucking in porta potties, and sometimes not even the handicap porta potties, like the regular ones.
Who the hell could get aroused in a fucking not even a porta potty, a fucking Renaissance fair porta potty?
Drunk people.
There is not enough liquor on the fucking planet.
Oh, apparently there is, because it's happened more than once. And, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can see where
lag
people
for days.
would. I just know that me personally, I don't think I could, do anything in a fucking porta potty.
No. Nope. Oh, the worst though was before the owner actually started paying out for the biffs the porta potties to get cleaned. Hi, quiet lady. Before he was paying for them to get cleaned every day. He was only having them cleaned at the start of the weekend and at the end of the weekend. Okay?
Yeah.
So effectively once a weekend. And so on like Labor Day weekend, when it's a 3-day run or 3-day weekend for us, yeah, not fucking pleasant.
Yeah, that and everybody and their brother wants to go to the Ren Fair.
Yep. So yeah, you oh god. So you think about, how they're mounding over the seats at that point. All right, and you've got people fucking in them, like.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like,
Oh, speaking of fucked up porta potty experiences,
you've got a story for everything, man.
When I was in Boy Scouts, we went to a Boy Scout jamboree.
Uh-huh.
And our we had 2 scoutmasters, and one of the scoutmasters was just like, I'm going to take him. Well, the other scoutmaster was just like, okay, so you're going to take him. Well, that one, the one that decided that he was going to take him, changed his mind. So we all show up for the jamboree, and we've got no fucking scoutmaster.
Oh shit.
No scoutmaster. Shit ton of food, tents, fucking, you know, bunch of repressed Mormon kids.
Oh no.
Because my brother was Mormon at the time, and he joined the Boy Scouts through his Mormon church, so I did too. But sure. I wasn't actually Mormon.
When entered channel.
But yeah, it was really bad. We had one of the scoutmasters next to us actually literally quit after the first day.
That's
because,
awesome.
His name was Sean, and we kept calling him Scene.
Oh God, yeah. But you know what? You get used to that. I mean, didn't he already grow up with mean kids? You'd think at some point he would have gotten over the whole Scene thing.
Well, the thing is like, I guess he was used to, you know, his kids, you know, like, listening to him and shit, and we're just like, we don't know who this guy is. Fucking whatever, Scene. But yeah, he tried to take over and, like, be our scoutmaster and shit, and was just like, nah, we wasn't having it. But anyway, by halfway through the night, one of the other counselors, I guess one of their kids had gotten sick, and was in the porta potty with him. And this is actually kind of mean. I feel really, really fucking bad about this now, and you know, I can't believe I'm fucking saying it over a goddamn live stream, but because I hope, you know, in my luck, the fucking kid will be listening. He's just like, that's that motherfucker right there. But anyway, the scoutmaster and the kid are in the porta potty, and about the 5 or 6 of us that were out, bum rush the porta potty and push it over. Door side down.
Oh no! Oh
yeah.
my God! I mean, it's classic and it's mean, but it's so good.
But yeah, it was door side down.
Oh God.
And you just hear this shriek of fucking agony as this fucking scoutmaster's just like, oh my God!
Man, the worst I ever did at Girl Scout day camp was I peed my pants because because they said you couldn't go to the bathroom without a buddy, and all of the buddies left me alone, and so I couldn't go to the bathroom, and so I peed my pants. But I was 5. Quiet Lady, the red X's are a thing that ends up on mobs with great weapon fighters. One of their various thingies. Gwen, sorry, you were saying?
I was just going to say, I would have been that 5-year-old that would have been like, yeah, whatevs, and dropped trow and pissed right there.
Yeah. Well, I kind of did. I just didn't drop trow.
Right.
So. Yay, we won! Ooh, a dragon egg. Fuck yes.
But yeah, I was a horrible, evil bastard when I was in the Boy Scout.
Oh, man, that's good. Gwen, are you here to retrieve Theo for the?
No, I was just sitting down for a few minutes and thought I'd pop in and say hello.
Well, hello.
She doesn't like me anymore. She doesn't want me anymore.
I love you, Theo. I just love Random as well, and I'm not going to steal you away from her.
She loves me more.
Well, I was going to say that, Dan.
Yeah, we've actually got a couple people watching right now. We got 3 viewers at the moment. But it's also, you know, it's only Thursday, so. Weirdly, we get a lot of viewership on, like, Fridays and Saturdays. It's almost like our viewership doesn't have a social life or something. But of course, I'm also streaming on Fridays and Saturdays, so neither do I.
That is your social life.
It kind of is. I mean, I don't really go anywhere.
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go out to the bar. It's like, yawn.
Every so
hey,
often.
let me stand around with a bunch of people that I don't really fucking like and get drunk. So I like them even less.
Really, I find alcohol makes everybody else a lot more tolerable.
Well, it makes it them more tolerable to me if I'm drunk.
Right, not the other way around.
Right, yeah.
Not me. My filters come off when I'm drunk, so...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, my filter's already gone, but...
I'm already pretty fucking unfiltered, so...
Dude, Theo, at some point we have to make arrangements for... In some way, if we're ever down by you or you're ever up by us, dude, we have to go out drinking. Have to. It has to be done. Between our lack of filters and then our epic lack of filters when we're drinking, it's on.
Yeah, I don't plan on doing any traveling anytime soon, but I'll show you around if you make your way down here at any time. It's got a lot of good bars around here.
Well, Theo, what else is there to do?
True that.
It's actually a lot of shit to do. Asheville's a pretty fun fucking town.
Oh, my Coke just went down the wrong tube, and by Coke, I mean soda.
Right.
Yeah, quiet lady,
Soda.
welcome to the club. This is our social life, for reals. One of my viewers said, this is my social life. Yeah, pretty much. That's us too.
At least it's more interactive than TV.
Yes! Ugh, come on. 3 more days of Assist the Zentarum. And then I can open up Shores of Turin and Lair of Lost Mouth.
Those are actually pretty fun dungeons.
I know, I've heard that they're really good.
Viciously dangerous, but they're pretty damn fun.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, I mean, it'd be kind of nice to go through a dungeon that's actually hard again.
Yeah, it is.
You know, it's like...
I know with like the tier 2s and stuff like that, it's just like...
Oh,
yawn.
hey, we have a question. Slap1970 asks what tips we have for new players.
Basically, don't overthink your character too much when you start out, because you're not even going to have to really worry about what your spec is or whatever till you hit level 60.
True.
Yeah, I think not focusing on your gear too much is very important, because leveling goes very quickly. In other games, it teeters off the higher, the higher level you get, the slower your levels come. It's not like that in Neverwinter.
It really does kind of creep up on you. It seems like it's taking forever, and then, you're done.
That and don't buy gear. Like, just use what you get.
Yeah.
Don't waste money on stuff that's you're gonna end up giving up as soon as you hit 60. So
Yeah, I would say though, when you do hit 60, it used to be that you went to the AH and you bought a set of level 60 blues. I think that T1 or T2 armor is the new level 60. Oh, as you're leveling up, make sure that you run the skirmishes.
Yes, the skirmishes and the dungeons.
Hour. Well, not the dungeons.
Well, I'm thinking more along the lines of as you're leveling, make sure you do the skirmishes and the dungeons as you go along. It helps get your experience points up faster, and also, they're good experience for later. But yeah, definitely during skirmish hour or dungeon delves to do those.
It can be really difficult to find groups for dungeons at lower levels, and a lot of people get hung up on those.
Yeah.
But I would say for sure to skirmish during skirmish hour and pick up the daily quests from Rick's. That's going to give you some astral diamonds that you're going to need once you hit 60.
So, how we get the astral diamonds, there's several different ways. Okay, so the first is like Gwen said. There's a guy over here in PE, which happens to be where I am right now, so that's fairly convenient. So there's a guy here in Protector's Enclave, just off from the marketplace, the Seven Suns Coaster Market. So this is the guy you go to get your dungeon chest keys. You can get one a day for free. This is Rick's. Rick's gives you daily quests. So you've got your daily skirmish, and so it says complete any appropriately leveled skirmish 3 times and gain rough astral diamonds. Skirmishes are basically you get a group of 5 together, and it's just this like quick, super quick run through. It's like it's a hack and slash, like a 3-minute hack and slash with a group of 5. Okay. You're going to go in, you're going to kill a bunch of things. Occasionally there might be some objective within it, but for the most part, you're just killing mobs over and over and over again. It takes about 3 minutes. Less time with a good group, or if you've been through it a million times. And if you do it during skirmish hours, you get 1,000 rough astral diamonds for every time you run through it. And then if you make sure you pick up the daily skirmish, you get 3,000 rough astral diamonds for doing it. So do it 3 times during skirmish hour plus the daily, so that's 6,000 rough AD right there for 15 minutes of work. Okay.
Now that's at level 60. At lower levels, you only have to do it once.
Yeah.
And you only still get,
Yeah, I think you
scaled.
get it's all scaled. You've got your daily dungeon. Go to an appropriate level dungeon and get AD. You've got PvP dailies that you can do. You've got Foundry quests you can do, which are the fan-made levels. And then there's the Gauntlgrim stuff, but that's all after level 60. So, I mean, there's like a million different ways to do it. And then when you reach... It's level 10 that you start doing professions, right?
I think it's 11.
11.
11? Okay. I knew invoking was 11. I couldn't remember if professions were 2.
Yeah, invoking and professions is 11.
Okay, so when you get to a level 11, you get professions, which is basically this. And you've got a variety of different things that you can level up over time. They each have hours that can be done, but the way to get AD this way is to level up your leadership skills. There will be rare ones that you can pick up. They change every hour, but see, you can do certain ones once you get to a certain level. There are leadership tasks you can do that will give you astral diamonds. So you can get 100 astral diamonds in 8 hours, and then as you level up. When professions, pretty much the minute you can get professions, start using them. And if you're looking to really ramp up your AD, you're going to want to start and stay with leadership until you get that up to 20. And then you can kind of move on to the other ones. But leadership is really going to be your thing. And lastly, the best tip I have is join a guild. As I know a lot of people are really against it, but being in a guild has made all the difference in this game for me. I mean, it's okay on its own, and doing it solo, and if that's your thing, okay. But having a guild it's far more entertaining, for sure. Professions, it's not limited. Pretty much you can do all of these, alright? The only limiting factor is that it takes a while to open up all the various slots to do multiple things at a time. So you start with 1, and then you eventually get 2. The game does get harder as time goes on, and especially as you kind of discover the learning curve of things as they level up. Up to level 20, I mean, it is pretty much a cakewalk, but as you get into like I'd say level 40 and above, it gets pretty nuts. And especially when you get into the end game dungeons and the end game stuff, it's crazy. So, it's and if you don't have a good group going through those dungeons and whatnot, yeah, you're in for a world of hurt.
My biggest piece of advice that I can give for any new character is, as soon as you can, buy an augment pet.
Oh, yeah. The
The
companions.
biggest upgrade you will ever have is your augment pet.
And another one, they are currently having a Zen sale this weekend until I believe the 15th.
Yep.
The morning of the 15th. Keys are on sale too, but I don't really.
I
think
just
that
opened up
keys are
30
worth
boxes.
It. Did you get anything good?
Not really.
Yeah. But with the Zen sale, you can purchase a little bit of Zen right now. You do get a bonus for your first Zen purchase. You get a cool little thing.
The first time buyers pack.
The new.
You get a war dog carrier holding a bound companion, an embroidered bag of holding, which frankly is always good to have. You can never have enough bags. Change appearance token pack, retraining token pack, personal greater stone of health, and 5 preservation wards. All of those are super duper helpful. And you get that the first time you ever get Zen. In the game.
That's like, you can do $5 worth of Zen.
Yeah.
And get that. Now here's the reason why I brought up the Zen though. You can get a mount at level 20 for 5 gold, which seems like a lot at the time, but it's a really slow kind of, frankly, it's a crappy mount.
Ghetto pony.
If you get a Zen store mount, not one off the AH, but a Zen store mount, you can get a coupon for 15% off when you hit level 20 out of the little box that you have. So if you buy yourself a little bit of money or a little bit of Zen right now when it's on sale, and then you use your coupon for 15% off, you can get a horse that's account wide. So no matter if you've got one character or if you've got 25 characters, you only buy it once. And that is the best purchase you will ever make in the game.
For example, my fantastic unicorn.
And then my cheap pony here.
Yeah. The mounts, again, this game, the one thing I love about it is you don't have to spend real life money on it. There's absolutely no reason why it is in any way necessary to spend real money. Unlike DDO, where, if you want to get past level 14, enjoy paying us every month. No. You can get by with a slow mount. You can get by with just what is given in the game. But these are mostly just for fun.
You can eventually make enough astral diamonds to buy anything that you would buy for Zen. So
exactly.
Yeah, because of the exchange, you're not even forced to do that. A lot of games will make it so that even if you buy from the cash shop, you're still forced to actually purchase the cash shop currency, and you don't have to in this game because of the astral diamond exchange.
Yep. As for how you get a pet, that's again level 11, isn't it? When you get your companion, or is it?
You can actually have a companion as soon as you...
Right off the bridge.
As soon as you hit the Protector's Enclave.
Well, I know that, but I mean, if you're just starting out, there's a quest to go and get a pet.
I think it's at level 8 or level 10, maybe?
Might be. And so you'll get a quest that will send you on a little thing, and you'll go and you'll get to check out and experiment with the very base pets, your cleric and things like that. Each of them has a little something. And then during events, like this weekend is Tymora's gift.
It's not a penis.
Funny.
Sorry.
It's okay. Like, for example, behind me I have this fantastic little frozen mimic that I just got. It's a frost mimic. It was a gift from my guild. I have named it Admiral Akbar. Because I can, and it's a trap. But there's tons of different pets, and they each do a little something. Like, for example, Admiral Akbar gives me a plus 100 defense if I have him just in my active tray. I don't even have to have him summoned to get that 100 defense. I just have to have him active, not idle. This is a base companion, a cleric, gives 100 regen. This is, I think this was the Ion Stone of Radiance. Okay, so it gives me 55 lifesteal and 55 deflect. As you level them up by playing the game, basically, and having them out while you're gaming, they will gain experience for it, and then you can rank them up to their max rank, and you can pay money to push them beyond that, but it's never worth it. It's almost never worth it for the amount of AD that it requires.
Yeah. Well, I mean, once you've hit your what they call the power creep.
Yeah.
Where you're pretty much as tough as you're gonna get, apart from spending a lot of AD to get. But upgrading pets can be a little bit of a upgrade, but I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
If you can find a pet that gives you the same bonus, they come in different qualities. So the white is common. Green is uncommon. You can often find pets that give the same stats as the green ones, but at purple level. And while they're not cheap, you can look on the AH. You'll often find that they cost a little bit less to just buy them at purple level than it would be to rank them up from green level.
Sure. The event this weekend is the Tymora's Gift. This comes up every so often. I think twice a year I've seen it. Effectively what it is when you're running around and you're killing mobs and you're just going about your business, occasionally they will drop these little shining gifts, kind of like the lock boxes. They kind of glow a little bit. Well, they're like that. They're square boxes and they've got a little ribbon on them, and they glow, and you just walk over them and you collect them. And they've got various things in it. I mean, that's really all it is so long as you're level 10 and you kill monsters within 7 levels of you, when they die, you can collect the special loot, which may fall from them. And you can get, it's not a lot of great stuff, but you can get astral diamonds, you can get professional resources, you can get the lucky enchantments, the lucky coin, or the Fool's Crown of Neverwinter, which is kind of fun. It doesn't do anything. All it does is it's an augment, or it's a transmute. So your existing helmet, you change the appearance and you get this ridiculous little crown instead of the look of whatever helmet you had. As for any gear that really stands out, it is entirely dependent on how you want to play, honestly. I mean, all of it has its purpose and all of it's good. Really, I can't think of anything that's, that really stands out to me as being like the best upon best. Like, all the gear is different for each character, for how you want to play it. There's so much of it that it's hard. There's the artifact equipment, and that's kind of cool. You get some good stuff with that, and then you level it up by dumping, blue and green equipment into it. So kind of like other artifacts where you put enchantments into it, these you actually just put gear. It's kind of ridiculous but fun. And those can be pretty cool, but again, it's entirely dependent on how you want to play the game. Do you want your character to be mostly lifesteal? Do you want it to be mostly defense? Do you want it to be like all crit and be a glass hammer? It's entirely dependent on how you want to play. So many questions tonight, my goodness.
Unless you're a great weapon fighter, then it's Avatar of War, and if you wear anything else, you're a silly, silly, silly man.
Or woman, because I use the Titan set.
Or person. Well, you're a silly, silly person.
Mm-hmm. But we already knew this. Yes, some gear and weapons will level with you. You can get them on the auction house. Most guilds usually have a small supply of them. Again, it's dependent on which class you're playing. But it used to be the ancient Mulharan stuff, and now it's like Dragonbone stuff, I think. So, yeah. And I got an email that I have a new follower, but for some weird reason my Yoshi did not pop up to annoy me about it. So, if you are watching, thank you very much for the follow, Roadstar040. We are on the road to 100 followers. When we reach 100 followers, we will be auctioning off something. Alt and I have not yet determined what it is we want to auction off, or I keep saying auction, but giveaway, raffle off.
An autograph picture of Theo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yes, if you would like an autographed picture of our very own Beef Hammer, I'm sure I can make that happen. However, I'm pretty sure what we're going to be giving away is going to be a
something actually worth something.
Yeah, that too. We were debating on like a Steam code for like H1Z1 or something like that. Something that all the kids these days like to play.
God damn, at least give them a good game.
I don't know, I've heard it's good. I haven't played it.
It's a fucking zombie game.
Yeah. Pretty much the only zombie game I've ever played and actually enjoyed was the original Left 4 Dead, because I played it the first time in front of a big screen TV with the lights off and surround sound, and I almost shit my pants.
Oh yeah, Left 4 Dead was fucking a bucket of fun.
I'm very sad that Yoshi is not popping up. I'm not sure why he's not popping up.
He's on break.
He must be. I'm gonna go in.
He's on the pot.
I'm gonna go click around on our server really quick and see if I can get it to work. So just 2 seconds. I'm very sad that Yoshi is not working at the moment.
Your Yoshi is defective.
My Yoshi is defective. There. Maybe that will work now.
You've got Yoshi. She actually started playing Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2 because they had it free on Steam. I was like, hell yeah, I'll take that. Then I fucking played it and I was like, hell yeah, this is fun as fuck.
Yep.
But yeah, you're right, I did about shit my pants the first time a fucking hunter jumped on me.
Oh yeah. Or just the sounds behind you, the
Just like
crying
out of
girl
fucking
and stuff.
nowhere. Yeah,
I've only-
the witches are pretty fucking creepy, but as far as like, you know, shit your pants scary, the hunters are.
I've only played one game that ever really, really made me jump or cringe, and that was back on PlayStation, and was the Elvira video game, if you ever played that.
No.
Oh my word.
There's an Elvira video game?
There was. And it was really creepy.
Fantastic.
I might have to find that. Quiet Lady says, so at level 60 you can respec feats and abilities. I think you get a respec token, don't you?
No, you don't.
Oh.
However, that said, more than likely they will give us a free respec with mod 6.
There it is! There is Yoshi.
But that's speculation at this point.
Yeah. Well, no, I heard Acro say it, and the devs, so...
Okay, maybe the devs said it.
Yeah, I can only trust Acro for so far, but I think it was during the Paladin dev stream. I thought I heard them talking about it.
Yeah, the way that it's working right now on the test server is that there are enough changes that really it kind of borks everyone's character on their feats, and so a respec is really the only fair way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now it's just you respec from the point that they changed things. So
yeah. So I mean, it's not going to be like a full respec. Like
I mean, you can do a full respec, but
yeah, it costs $3.
Well, they may include a full respec.
Yeah. But you can get respec tokens on the Zen market, so you have to pay real money for them. But it's $3.
Unless you do an AD exchange.
Yeah, unless you do an AD exchange.
I would just do the AD respec, because, I mean, unless you really fucked up your stat rolls at the beginning, you won't need to respec those.
No.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
And it's a hell of a lot cheaper.
Yeah, with the ability to basically get every single power in the game, unless you want to change your path, there's no need to purchase a full respec. You can just redo your boons and your feats.
Yep, see here, you can see it's it will cost me 78,491 astral diamonds to respec my feats and boons. So you can do that if you are so inclined. So let's see. So I suppose you guys are already on the preview server.
Not yet. I'm fighting a dragon by myself, apparently.
Oh, that's right. It's quarter tell. Damn it. Oh well.
Oh, no, there's another great weapon fighter here.
Let's see.
Yeah, to hell with that.
Yeah, that was us the last time. We actually got about... It was just me and Gimpy and Vanya, and then Nixon showed up. And then it was just us and like one other random person. And by the time we killed that dragon ourselves, and we moved to the second dragon, and then everybody kind of zerged in. And we managed to get 3.5 of 5 done.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to do as far as Dwell of Dragons goes, so I'm just out here collecting the boxes, so...
Sure.
The hell with trying to solo a dragon.
Here it is. Steel Bezel Pusher. I've got a blue one and two green ones that are Iron Bezel Pushers. And you were saying those were fairly...
Yeah, they're going for a fair bit right now still.
Nice. Oh, what the hell? Oh, it's bound to my account. Lame. Why is it bound to my account?
Your Bezel Pusher? Or?
Yeah. It's bound to account.
That's really odd.
Yeah, it is. Rumble.
Yeah, mine's not.
I don't know.
None of my are.
Yeah, none of mine are.
So if anybody cares, I've got a I'm going to post our @handles for Neverwinter. You are more than welcome to add Alt and I in game, and we are more than happy to run with you through some stuff. And of course, go ahead and, if you haven't already, give us a follow. Allow the Yoshi to dance and scream for your follow, so that you know when we're on next.
How come I always end up in the Protector's Enclave that you're in?
I don't know.
Same guild?
Yeah, probably. I know the same thing happens with WAD. Oh, and Cypress, don't think you can hide back there. I know you're there. I know you're watching. Crafty Norwegian. I've actually got...
Norwegian?
Yes. Cypress is from Norway. I'm going to be taking a break here in about 5 minutes. I got to go and wake up the alt, get him awake so he can go to work. But I think he might actually probably log in with us for a little while at least. Actually, I should probably do that right now. I see oodles of you are watching right now. Don't leave. I will only be gone for like 5 minutes. Enjoy the music. Maybe check out our charity link if you are so inclined. You can do that by typing in !charity or seeing it on my soon-to-be up Be Right Back screen. So, talk amongst yourselves. I will give you a topic. Theo, what should my topic be?
Carnivorous butterflies?
There you go. The topic is carnivorous butterflies. I'll be back in 5.
Muted.
Theo, Zerg asked if you were interested in the test server.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he on the test server now?
I don't know. I messaged him and asked if he was still looking to do a test server.
Unmuted.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pop up to the main channel and see if they're gonna get the test server thing going.
Okay.
But, I will probably be back later.
All right.
All right.
We'll talk to you a little later.
The Otis moved to Neverwinter Online. Gwen moved to Neverwinter Online. Muted. Unmuted.
Okay, I'm back. Soviet asked, can you add content to Destiny? I don't play Destiny, so I honestly have no idea. That might be a question for my friend Itchy. I don't know if he's even watching right now. No, he's not. But he streams it fairly regularly. Okay, so... I think I will continue my dailies on this character for now. So, yeah, my guildies are off, running around on the preview server right now, checking out the Paladin and all the new Module 6 stuff, and I am just far too lazy for that crap. Okay. Let's see. Stupid Sparkle Trail. So what's everybody up to tonight? We got quite a few viewers going on right now. So, yeah. Oh, we got another follower! Soviet, thank you so much.
It covers the colors of the past and lets future messes wipe right off.
Let's see.
Throws at us and at our walls. Let's do this. Bear Premium Plus starting at $25.97 a gallon. More saving, more doing.
That's right, I need to go and talk to so and so forth and get. Oh, big rins. I don't feel like dealing with the PvP tonight. At least not right now. So I am currently in the... You know... Oh, you were playing Neverwinter tonight? Gwen? Yeah. It's been fairly ridiculous in the last week, the amount of discos. Seriously. I was in Tiamat late last week. And we were doing really, really well. The clerics were almost done. All of that. And, yeah, we had a mass disco, and when we came back in, the clerics had all reset, and after that, it was just, there was no hope for it. I'm really hoping they clean up the disconnect issue soon. It's, I had one disconnect right after I logged in earlier today, around like 2 or 3, but tonight it's been fine. Oh my god. He is awake. One shot. The alt lives. Sweet, it looks like somebody cleaned up all the giants for me before I got over here. It does seem like it's getting worse. I mean, it used to just be every so often, you know, maybe once a month I'd get discoed, but yeah, in the last week I can't play without getting discoed. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're doing that's causing the problem. All I know is that it's pissing me off really good. I'm hoping they get it fixed soon, because yeah, after the whole Tiamat thing, I very nearly table flipped my whole computer onto the fucking floor. I was less than pleased. Do you want to join me for some dailies, baby? Since you're up early? Okay. He's still in zombie mode. One minute to invoke. Let's see. Yeah, and apparently the issue with the disco is not just Neverwinter either. Apparently it's affecting Star Trek Online as well, and I'm sure it's affecting Perfect World and whatnot as well, but I don't play those games, so shrug.
Think you need to wait till the kids are grown and life settles down before you paint? Think again. We paint now with Bare Premium Plus paint, only at the Home Depot, starting at
On my Trickster Rogue, I am Master Infiltrator.
future messes wipe right
I used to be Whisper Knife, and it was the most worthless Paragon path in the history of ever. I actually just recently respec'd, and oh my god, I'm a bit of a glass cannon still, but so worth it. I do quite a bit of damage. There's one of the thingies. Hey, thanks so much! I really appreciate that, Slap. And when I'm done with Dex here, who is my main, then I will switch over to one of my alts. I'm not as bad as Alt Geek. His name is very true. I only have my TR, a Control Wizard, a Great Weapon Fighter, and then I have a Scourge Warlock that I started leveling, but with all the changes that are apparently going to be made with the new module, I've stopped leveling it until Module 6 comes out and I can kind of get a better idea of where things stand. And then I think I went, what was it? Oh yeah, Master Infiltrator, and then I went with the Executioner spec feat thing.